At the beginning of my panic attacks, I can always tell I'm about to have one because my face gets really hot and it feels like my chest is caving in. It's really intense. It's like I get panic attacks and anxiety attacks when I bottle things up for too long. So once I'm about to burst and overflow with emotions, it all comes out. It's in its most raw, intense form. I have anxiety. It feels like when you're in a crowded room, except everyone's voices are louder. Almost like everyone's yelling even when they're just talking at normal volume. And it just feels like a sensory overload. Almost like when your arm falls asleep and it's shocking because you aren't expecting it. It's scary, and it's the most basic sense of fear that any human can experience in my point of view. It helps to focus on something else, and for me drawing is that something else, and it just helps me to put my mind in a different place. Like I can focus on what I'm drawing instead of focusing on what's stressing me out and what's giving me anxiety in the first place. Anxiety has given me a reason to create art, if that makes sense. Usually it starts, the panic sets in and it starts, and I start to just not be able to control my thoughts, and I just start to worry about everything, and I start to think that everything I do is a failure and everything's wrong. Drawing is a very homeopathic way, and sometimes it's not enough. So I have sleeping pills that are a combination between anxiety and insomnia medication. My anxiety keeps me up at night, and I just keep tossing and turning and I can't fall asleep, and it feels like if I'm facing the wrong way, it feels like somebody's watching me. And usually I start to feel nauseous and like I'm gonna throw up. I want people to know that it's honestly debilitating. It freezes you. It feels like you are in a bubble and the rest of the world doesn't exist.